All right, let's take a look at what's on the agenda for today. So you should see coming up right in your screen on your Schoology page our sub for Friday, and then it says let's talk about tasks for today and watch the video. I'm about to insert that video right here. You're going to be completing your COVID-19 spatial distribution and patterns using your CDC site. I've put the link to the CDC site here, and I go on to tell you about saving your work and submitting your work to the spatial distribution patterns, and I put a link to it there. Once you're finished with that, you're going to check your grades and complete or redo anything that's needed. The quarter ends next week, so please take this seriously. And then if you're finished with all your grades and all your work, then you can have fun playing any of these geography games, and you'll see those are all links. So let's talk about our activator for today. So we have been doing regions from South Carolina. So you have the Coastal Plains region here. So you're going to look at the examples that your classmates have given you. So they're basically telling you about mild climate, hot summers, cool winters. They have a lot of precipitation because it's close to the coast. They show you where it's located. It is next to the ocean, but it's interior, so it goes on the inside. Let's see. So as we look through here, we can see that it's near the Atlantic Ocean. Some of the towns are Beaufort, Charleston, Sumter. Physical features, they have good soil for farming, lots of crops like cotton and peanuts, tobacco. You also have like the flat outer lands, and marshlands and swamps are found often here. Places you might go: Fort Sumter National Park, Myrtle Beach Skywheel. You can see on the next one that 2/3 of the state is coastal plain. It extends into states all the way along the coast. That's why it's called the coastal plain. And there are cities like Orangeburg and Florence. It has Bee City Zoo in Cotteridgeville that you can go see. It is flat land, as it says. There's rivers, bays, swamps, wetlands in this region. And the soil is made up of sand, silt, and mud. So lots of nice farmland coming from here. And we see good crops coming from this area as well. These students did a great job on their posters, and they're very informative to help you answer these questions in 2 to 3 sentences. So according to the posters, describe the coastal plains in 2 to 3 sentences, including what type of land can be found, what resources are available, and what a city is that you might have heard of. So write in complete sentences and post when you are done. So pause the video for just a moment and complete your activator for today. Now that you've had time to complete your activator, let's talk about today's assignment. Today's assignment is the spatial distributions and patterns. We've been working on this now for 3 days, so we'll be turning it in at the end of the period, so please use your time wisely. There should be minimal talkings until all students are finished with this assignment. Okay, so if you're talking about the movies or the weekend or whatever, please, adult in the room, get them on task because this needs to be finished today. We will not spend any more class time doing this. So on this document, you have your CDC site, which you can click here. I've also linked it in today's sub page if you need it. You are using the view to fill out your work page, which is called COVID-19 project. So we started this already, and we have done multiple examples of this. You input your data. You're going to then copy your data. So I copy this, right click and copy. Then you are going to create a chart to show that data. To do that, you choose the insert tab at the top, choose chart, and then what type of chart are you trying to use? So choose your chart. If I choose, let's say I choose the funnel chart, press OK. Then when that comes up, your Excel document comes up, and this is actually a 6x2, so it works perfectly for what we have. I'm going to highlight this whole thing, and then I'm going to paste my data there, and you will see that it changes to equal what my chart was. Now, this one didn't quite work out right, so I didn't copy and paste my data properly, so I would need to do that one again. So erase that there. Easiest way if you make a mistake is literally delete the chart, choose insert a chart. So you insert your chart, choose the kind of chart that you want, choose a bar graph if that's what you choose. Come in when it creates the bar graph, put your data in. We need 6 rows. This only has 5, so I need to right click. 6 columns, 6 rows and 2 columns. Okay, so for some reason it's not liking the data I've chosen. So let me try that again. And copy and come in for here and paste. And then I have extra columns, so I simply come in and delete those and delete again. And those columns are now deleted, and I can erase, I can click out of that, and now I have my chart in place, the chart I just created. You're going to go through this entire page. We did the first 2 together, so everybody should have done the most impacted and the least impacted. We did those in class. We created a pie chart together in class. Then you were going to do the region that we're in, South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, Florida, and Alabama, find their data, then create a chart. Then you were to go back to your view option where you could change the data, and you were going to change it to cases since January 21st and count. And then scroll down to where you can choose your table, press your plus sign, and then you can see total cases. Toggle your total cases so you can see the most. Then you can list the top 5 with the most, and then for the next one you can do the least. Make sure you scroll down below these and pick up Vermont is our first state. Okay, so I actually explained 2 different ones on the chart. I did the 5 that have been most impacted, create a graph to show those, then the 5 that have been the least impacted, create a graph to show that information. Then you're going to do our regions, so go back and choose the alphabet. Here, put in alphabetical order, and then you can choose Alabama, Georgia, Florida. Okay, you have their data right there in alphabetical order. It makes it a little bit easier for you to find. Then once you have put in that data, you're going to then create a chart of your choosing for that data. And then we're going to compare the last 7 days and the since January 21st for these particular areas. Okay, so all you're going to do here is go back to your CDC site, scroll up to the data map, find those states. So here's North Dakota, and from here you can look at their cases in the last 7 days, 4,275, and their total cases, 136,433. You will put that data respectively on your chart, last 7 days and since January 21st. And do that for the remaining states that are listed here. We are not making a graph to show this information. Then finally, you are going to tell me what patterns you notice as you did all of this data. What do you see in the charts that you've collected? What are some of the trends that you're noticing? And list me 3 to 4 different things that you notice about the data. Then save your work, file and save, or Control S, or choose the little diskette in the top of your document to save your data. Okay, then once you have saved, you're going to go to your Schoology webpage and come to the assignment where mine says submissions, yours says submit assignment. Choose submit assignment, upload. Then once you see the upload, choose the file option and choose this from your OneDrive. Double check it to make sure it has all of your work on there and that you're not turning something blank into me. Once you have finished this, please go check grades. Once you're on grades, you are looking to see, do you have everything turned in that needs to be turned in so that you are passing for this quarter. The quarter ends next week. Once you have checked grades and everything is satisfied, then you may choose to go back to our homepage where you can see the subpage for today. And here at the bottom, there are 5 geography games that you are welcome to play for the remainder of the period. You may not play any other games other than the ones that I have given to you. I will check the DY node to see if your browser history shows on other games. If you're on other games, then we're going to have problems. All right, I will see you guys on Monday. Have a great Friday.